Growing up, I wasn't raised in a Christian home. I had amazing parents. I had a great family life, but Christ was never talked about. It was never the focus of what we did. Um, and as part of that, I think that definitely reflected later on in life. When I got into high school, I had an older brother who just got out, and so everyone kind of knew who I was. And as I progressed through my high school years, that only got more and more prominent in my life, was that people knew who I was, to the point where I left, I thought I was a big deal. I thought I was as kind of a local celebrity. Um, and then I came to Missoula for college, and that all kind of changed. I was left to only knowing a few people. My family, I had a limited family here, and I just found a group of friends that kind of ran with them, and we got into the party scene right away. As soon as I got here, Grizz games came around, and I was drinking, and we were smoking, and we were partying 2, 3, 4 nights a week, depending on the week. And it got to a point where that's what I lived for. That's what I wanted to do. That's what I spent my time doing. Was just hanging out with those friends and seeing who could drink the most, seeing who could smoke the most. My mom was very ill mentally, and it fell on my shoulders the winter break of my sophomore year to take care of her. And I didn't quite know what that looked like, but I would soon find out that it was a lot worse than I thought. I went back home to Helena, and my dad kind of laid out what it was that I was going to be doing. He laid out the floor plans, the hospital. He laid out what exit to take, what hotel, the food, everything that I needed to know. And we got to Spokane, my mom and I did, and we unpacked our bags and got comfortable in the hotel room. And within minutes of us being there, my mom called my dad, and I was kind of laying down on my bed, not really paying attention to what she said, just knowing that she was talking to him. But towards the end of the conversation, she told my dad that she just wished she was dead. For the first time in my life, in that moment, I felt complete hopelessness. There wasn't anything I could do, anything I could say. I started praying, and to this day, I think it was one of the more honest prayers that I've ever had, one of the more honest conversations I've ever had. And I can remember I started it out with even questioning if God was real. I had no idea. I didn't know. But I knew that if he was real, I knew I needed him to help my mom, and I knew I needed him to step in and to do the things that I've heard he can do. And by his grace, it didn't happen overnight, but over a matter of months that were hard for our family, he did step in, and he did heal her. And in the process, he really showed me who he was and who he could be in my life. And that's when that healing process began within my own heart and within my own life, and the actions that I was doing and the people I was hanging out with. It didn't change in an instant, but every time I'd hang out with those same friends and we'd go do the same stuff, the conviction was new, and it was fresh, and it was strong. Just was something different. But like I said, it wasn't an instant change. It took a while. I continued to get back into the Zootown, and the activities, the people here, and the community, and just the message of the gospel kept drawing me back. There was something different. There was something unique, and it got to a point in my life where I knew I needed to change, and it wasn't because of anything that I felt obligated to do. It just was out of sheer love and sheer joy that I had a Savior who loves me, who died for me, who sacrificed everything that he had, the perfection of heaven, to come down and to save me. And it was the least I could do to make some of those changes within my life. And it's been a great journey thus far.